But human problems will not finish by molecules. And molecule in medicine is like a crutch, which people use when they have a problem in the legs.
What is effortless health, Dr. Vipin?
Monjaro is solving one small human problem, but I am targeting immortality.
Can you give me an example? If it's that simple, it sounds simple though.
No. You see, you are asking these questions because all your life you have been taught a different narrative. It is only effortless health which can be glorified to the highest level and which every citizen on this planet can aspire to have.
It's still in my mind.
What is Taliban doing? Taliban is doing two things. Number one, they know what is the right thing to do. And they know very well how women should live and how much hair they should cover or uncover, whether they should go to schools or not. And then they will serve the whole society to reach heaven. They are doing social service.
Hello and welcome to another enriched and enlightening episode of Effortless Health by Dr. Ratan Mishra. I have Dr. Ratan Mishra here with more than 4 decades of experience. Dr. Ratan, thank you so much for having me again.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Pleasure. So, Monjaro is all we were talking about last time. You said it's a great weight loss medicine, but you again totally went against using medications and all that. It's quite confusing for me. What is exactly all this about?
So Monjaro has become very popular recently, and definitely it's a very impactful medicine. And I've used in maybe few thousands of patients. Medicine is very good. And there are lots of other molecules also which are very good. If you talk all the molecules that we have, there are something like 100,000 molecules. But human problems will not finish by molecules. And molecule in medicine is like a crutch. It's like a crutch which people use when they have a problem in the legs and when they can't walk. So when there is a problem, then a medicine can be used. But why should we imagine that the whole world should have problems? I am focusing on something else. Monjaro is solving one small human problem, but I am targeting immortality. You see, you cannot glorify any molecule, including Monjaro, howsoever effective that may be. But you can glorify effortless health to the highest level. You can imagine that the whole world should pray to have effortless health. Do you think that person is better off who doesn't need Monjaro?
Yeah, actually.
Or that person is better off who needs Monjaro? So I am trying to develop a global society who don't need molecules. I mean, it's a very foolish idea to first fall sick and then to take a medicine. But yes, if there is a problem, if unfortunately somebody develops a problem, then yes, molecules can be used. But that should never mean that the molecules are the ultimate solution and the whole world should pray the Almighty that they should use some cancer chemotherapy or some big molecule. No. It is only effortless health which can be glorified to the highest level and which every citizen on this planet can aspire to have.
That's wonderful. What is effortless health, Dr. Vipin?
Effortless health means you live your life the way you feel like living. You feel like eating something, you eat it. You feel like drinking something, you drink it. You feel like sleeping, you sleep. You feel like walking, you walk. You see, whenever something is done in response to a strong inner urge, it doesn't feel like an effort. It feels like flowing. It feels like flowing with your energy. Something needs to happen and you allow it to happen. You no longer remain the doer of that activity.
True.
There's no effort. When there's no doer, then there's no effort. You just become a vehicle for something which the Almighty wanted to happen. And you allowed it to happen. That's all. There's no effort at all. And every human being can achieve that. There's no restriction. There's no restriction of education. There's no restriction of wealth. There's no restriction of anything. Every human being is capable of achieving that.
Can you give me an example? If it's that simple, it sounds simple though.
No. You see, you are asking these questions because all your life you have been taught a different narrative. You have been taught a narrative that it needs very strong effort and hard work to get anything. And your parents have taught you that, their parents had taught them that, and your teachers taught you that. Hard work, hard work, hard work. So now you are hearing this for the first time in your life, that life could be lived effortlessly. And you are not ready to accept it. Because, if we talk about life after life and life after life, several lives, then you have heard it not only in this life. You have heard it in several lives. It has gone so deep inside your system that anything opposite to that is unacceptable. That is why all these questions are being asked. Yeah. Otherwise, if you look around, the whole planet is living the way I'm discussing. The whole planet is living effortlessly. All animals and birds, all creatures, they do what they feel like doing. And their intuition is so powerful, it never gives them any wrong cue, any wrong information. I tell you, I did an experiment in Kanpur. Mm-hmm. So I had lots of Muslim patients. And many of my Muslim patients would bring non-vegetarian food, non-vegetarian dishes during Eid. And often it was so much that it was impossible for me to finish all of that. And I distributed them, those things, to my friends and neighbors. So once I did an experiment, I tried to feed a cow with some non-vegetarian dish. The cow would not even come close to that. The cow would move its head away from that meat, maybe from 6 feet away. Such strong is the intuition. And then I thought, why not try some less spicy thing and maybe boneless thing? No, the same response. The cow is just uninterested. And you put grass before it, the cow would not wait for a second to start eating grass. Intuition is so strong in every other creature, and it always shows them the right path. The question was not that why should human beings follow their intuition? The question should have been, why did we lose intuition?
At first place.
Because if you lead your life by intuition, then there's no effort at all. You felt like doing something and you did it. The problem is that when you feel like eating some sweet and you are forced to eat cucumber, then it is a problem.
People on diet can feel that.
Yeah, so because you are being ordered to do something, either the doctor is ordering or the dietitian is ordering, or there are some trainers or influencers, or the wife is ordering.
Wife is ordering, most important.
Yes. So when you are ordered to do something, there is a rebellion, there is a problem. Either you become violent and you do something violent, or
sometimes it gets suppressed, no? Most of the times it's a suppression.
It's suppressed, and suppressed
comes in a different
desires
way.
and suppressed instincts, they become perversions. They become perversions. Whatever you suppress will come out as in the perverted form. It will become a perversion. So it has happened to the whole human society, because the whole human society is being taught right from early childhood, do this, do this, do this. And the child ultimately grows into adult thinking that this is the norm.
This is the normal.
And then he would also do the same thing to his children, or to whomever he could order. Men cannot generally order their wives, but yes, to whomever you can order, you'll give the orders.
True. So intuition, we have adulterated it basically.
We have adulterated, by what?
Fixed thoughts?
By knowledge. Yeah, you can call them fixed thoughts, but yes, they're all small pieces of knowledge. You feel that, yes, this is the right thing to do, and this is the knowledge, then you will teach that to your children also. The process goes on and on and on for generations and for millennia. And you see, I don't know whether you will agree with me or not, but the combination of knowledge and social service is a very dangerous combination, very, very dangerous and violent combination. They become something like ISIS or Taliban.
Oh, okay.
So what is Taliban doing? Taliban is doing two things. Number one, they know what is the right thing to do. And they know very well how women should live and how much hair they should cover or uncover, whether they should go to schools or not. And then they will serve the whole society to reach heaven. They are doing social service. So the combination of knowledge and social service is a dangerous combination.
It's still in my mind. Yeah. That was a good example.
So what are people doing? People are leading their lives by knowledge, number one. They are forcing others also to lead their life by knowledge, and they are always eager to help somebody. Social service is a sin. Social service is just a sin because the one who has a desire, you see, there are two types of situations.
Social service is a sin.
100% is a sin.
There are two types of situations.
There are two types of situations. One is that I need some help and I come to you that I need your help. And then you do for me whatever you can. You try to help me in whatever way you can. But the other situation is that you have a deep desire inside to help people. Then you will need those needy people through whom you can fulfill your desire. So there is somebody who wants to help poor people. So he needs poor people in the society. He will create poor people in the society because he has to serve the poor people. So my program is simple. And this is one part in my program that you have to be self-centered. Who is not self-centered is not a proper human being. He's a dangerous human being. The one who is interested in others will do something. Will do something because his focus of attention is others. So I'm a doctor of diabetes. So do you think I will like that diabetes should be eliminated from the world?
No wonder everyone is going against.
Yeah. So if diabetes is eliminated, then I will starve to death.
True.
So my subconscious mind will do something and at least pray that the diabetes should go on increasing.
Yeah, I've seen people, doctors being happy. Oh my goodness, there was good number of patients today. We had good busy
and
OPD
doctors
today.
have their season.
They have their season as well.
In India, there is season of malaria, season of dengue, and season of viral infections and lots of things.
True. OPD numbers are counted on daily basis.
Yeah.
Good OPD, bad OPD.
It's all about revenue. It's all about revenue ultimately. So if my life depends on somebody else's misery, then my subconscious mind will always be interested in creating that misery. But yes, if according to the paradigm which I am discussing and describing, I just look after myself, you look after yourself. If you need some help, you will ask for it. I will do whatever I can. But there was no desire to help. You see, helping is not a problem. Having a desire to help, because then my ego gets satisfied. When I help some needy people, then I become a great person. And someday maybe we will talk about what are the basic seeds of diseases, where the diseases are hidden. The way human beings are born and then the way human beings are taught by the society, disease elimination is impossible. It is just impossible.
Is this somewhere related to that Hindi quote? It's there कि कभी प्यासे को पानी पिलाया नहीं बाद अमृत पिलाने से क्या फायदा? It's not going.
I have not heard that quote. I am not aware of that.
Somewhere in Hindi, it's
so I have my own perception. I have got my own analysis. I have got my own understanding. Actually, whatever I am telling you is not given in books. So I'm not quoting from anywhere. I'm not. But I have been doing my own analysis. And I have seen lots of people, and all doctors have this privilege. They see hundreds of thousands of people, and lots of people share lots of their secrets with doctors. And many times when I ask my patients about their problems, many times they start crying. And women cry more commonly and more easily, but I have seen even men crying sometimes because they often feel that doctor is the only person with whom they can share their emotions and their problems. So, so I have seen so much of humanity and all different shades of humanity. So I have made my own hypothesis. And you see, in my hypothesis, everything is fitting into the jigsaw puzzle. And then ultimately, I have understood that whatever has happened in my life, I was responsible. Nobody else. Nobody else. So the blaming fingers, the pointing fingers on others, they start pointing towards myself. So now there is no blame game. It is me and my life. It is my expression. If it is good, it is because of me. If it is bad, it is because of me. My whole focus has gone on to myself. And what I'm telling you that you invest in yourself. You are Dr. Anita Madeshia. There's one person who can help you immensely. Do you know? That one person is Dr. Anita Madeshia. Do you not think that you should make Dr. Anita Madeshia strong?
True.
If Dr. Anita Madeshia becomes strong, don't you think your life will become enriched and better?
Absolutely.
So all your efforts should go towards empowering Dr. Anita Madeshia. There's a lady who is named Dr. Anita Madeshia.
Okay.
Make her strong and you will benefit.
Got it.
It's a program of investing on self. You invest on yourself.
But tell me one thing, Dr. Vipin. I remember you told me that we were talking about that cart story. You remove the wheel of the cart and then, so Dr. Vipin Mishra basically don't exist. Nobody exists. Then how this name thing again comes here?
Yeah. So there is something which will happen. It's a journey. Life is a journey. And I have not reached the end point. And actually something very funny happens very often that when I talk like this, the way I'm talking to you, and there are not many people who would allow me to discuss my philosophy with them. So
they don't allow?
No,
Why?
they don't allow because it's all foolishness. It is all foolishness and foolishness should never be allowed to or encouraged. So life is a journey. Today, I'm not the same person that I was 5 years back or 10 years back or 20 years back or 40 years back. I'm a different person. So in this journey, there are different types of destinations. There is a physical destination. So my today's body is not the same that it was 20 years back. There are financial destinations. My today's financial condition is not what it was 20 years back. There are social destinations. Today, the society doesn't see me the way it saw me 20 years back. And what I'm talking about, and which is the most important of all, is psychic destination. Psychic destination. Psychic destination actually decides my perception. It decides my cognition, on which depends my behavior. If I'm perceiving the situation in a certain way, then I will respond according to that. But if I do something to me and my perception changes and I start seeing the situation differently, then my behavior will become different. So there are psychic destinations. And I gave on one of these discussions a very crude example that you have 3 large drinks. And after that, the perception totally changes. And the behavior totally changes. And it is said that lots of people in India, they start speaking English after the 3 large drinks. And I got a WhatsApp message on 31st of December, which said that if Lord permits, we will talk in English in the evening.
Okay.
Yeah, because after 3 large drinks, many people in India, they start talking in English. So there are psychic destinations. And so there is a psychic destination in which the identity of self changes from the body to the soul. And the soul is like a big void. The nature of soul. Actually, Gautam Buddha has also called soul the absence of soul. This is
Really?
very interesting. In Hindi, it is called anatma. Because we all talk about the soul, which is Atma.
Atma.
And the absence of Atma will become Anatma.
Right.
So, because the nature, you see, we only know things which have a certain form and which have a certain size and shape and dimension, color, and lots of other characters.
Right.
But if there's a big void, there's nothing, just nothing, big void, then can you give it some name? When you give the name of Atma, then Atma appears like something. This is the name of this part of my body is hand. So I know that when I say hand, then I know what I mean. So when I say Atma, then also I start imagining something that cannot be imagined. So Buddha said that Atma word is like a misnomer. It should be called Anatma, the absence of the soul. So when you have that psychic orientation, then you don't consider yourself as that entity that the world considers you. So the world considers me Ratan Mishra. But Ratan Mishra is an illusion. It's a temporary phenomena. And which Ratan Mishra? 62 years back, when I was 5 years of age, it was a different Ratan Mishra. So which Ratan Mishra you're talking about? And if I'm a continuously mutating entity, then I can say that yes, when we started this discussion, that time it was a different Ratan Mishra.
But this we're talking about body. Are we talking about body?
Not just the body.
And the one which you're talking about that we should be self-centered, that's about soul.
No. These are all parts of the journey. You see, we can never talk about the soul. Talking about the soul is just foolishness. Just foolishness. Because the mind can think about those things which are known to the mind. Mind cannot think about something which is totally unknown, which has got no character which corresponds to your known world characters. So anything which is unknown cannot be reached from the known aspects. So mind dwells only in the domain of known things. Mind cannot imagine or conceptualize soul, which is totally unknown. So whatever I'm talking about the journey. I'm talking about just the journey. So if you manage your journey well, then you get to the right destinations. And but yes, we cannot talk about the destination. If you talk about the destination, then it will be of no use. Of no use. Atma hoti hai. Does soul exist or not? Does God exist or not? If it exists, so what? If God doesn't exist, so what? You will remain the same and I will remain the same. So these are all unnecessary, irrelevant discussions. So what I am discussing here is about the journey, how you should manage your journey. So my 15 points, they are like the 15 important aspects of your life which should never be ignored. And you see, in my 15 points program, all this will be in my book. The beauty of that is that I will talk about those 15 points. I will advise you to follow those 15 points, but then I will leave it to you. If you're uncomfortable, don't follow. So simple. Life made so simple, there could be nothing simpler than this. But then those 15 points will affect you whether you follow them or not follow them. That is the beauty of the program. Effortless at every step. You want to ignore me? You ignore me. You want to talk to me? You talk to me. You want to follow those 15 steps? You follow.
Listen to yourself.
You don't want to follow. You see, even if you talk to me for maybe a few more sessions, then it's
Maybe a few more sessions, Dr. Vipin.
uh,
Yeah, it's just an example you're giving. I hope so.
no. I mean, this can stop also. Someday, everything stops. So what I'm saying is that what I'm discussing is a food for thought. It's a food for thought. It will compel you to think. It will compel you to think and try to find out my mistakes, where I was wrong. Because ultimately, you will not accept what I'm talking to you easily. Years and decades and lives of a certain training cannot be just washed out by a few podcast sessions. No, something must be wrong. It can't be so simple. Life cannot be so simple.
We have complicated it.
Yeah, we have complicated it. Madam, can I ask you a question for a short time role reversal? Normally,
Sure.
you ask me questions.
Oh my
and-
goodness, yes. Okay.
Yeah. So
All right.
I remember in our last podcast, we were discussing about how to avoid stress. And you said that if you work on your passion and you convert it into your profession, then there are deadlines and there is a team to manage. And then stress is
Automatically
a natural
comes. Yeah.
byproduct. So it appeared that time that you feel that stress should not happen. You feel that stress should not happen?
Yeah, I felt so, but then later on, I was thinking that this is what I chose. And if you really enjoy doing what it is, and you take it easy and you go with the flow, it goes with the flow.
No. I'm just talking about stress. I'm talking about that uneasy, frustrating feeling which happens inside. Things are not happening and nothing is working. That is very important and everybody should have it.
Like it's not working out.
Yeah, everybody should feel frustrated from time to time, again and again, repeatedly, angry, frustrated, dejected,
Why?
sad. You see, there are two types of things which work on human beings. And one is the comforting external things, and the other is the challenging or tormenting external things. It is like the earthen pot maker who makes pots with the soft clay, soft semi-solid clay. So he has one hand inside the pot, and the other hand he keeps on patting on that,
on the top. Yeah.
hitting on that. So with the other hand, he gives support to the pot, and from the other hand, he pats on the pot repeatedly, and these two forces applied at the same time give the final shape to the pot. So you have two types of people in your life. One are your family members and your friends and your well-wishers who always give you moral support, because that is very important. Because the world is very cruel. The world will not feel even for a second if you are gone. If you are finished, the world will never feel anything about that. It's a cruel world. And you need people who give you moral support, because then you survive, then you stay, then you keep on fighting. But if there is only one class of people around you who always say, baka, 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 very good, then you don't get any challenges. Then you don't develop any acumen. Then you don't develop any skills. You need examinations. Otherwise, if there is no examination, every child is equally bright. It is only the examination which tells the child whether he knew the subject or not. So the others who are your enemies, the different class of people around you, who are your enemies, who are your tormentors or your challengers, who make your life difficult, they are like the other hand, patting hand of the pot maker, which gives the proper shape. I think stress is very important. Stress gives a lot of character to human beings.
But you told me that you should not take stress last time.
That is the destination part. So if stress is there and there is no option, what can you do? How can you wish your stress away? that you start praying that my stress should go away. Will it go
No,
away?
I mean accepting the flow. Like whatever is there, it's destined.
No.
It's going to happen.
It is
It's happening.
destined, and it is destined for a reason. It is destined to elevate your consciousness. You see, you must understand your life is different and my life is different. Why is your life different and my life different? We are both Indians and we are both belonging to the same community. But why is your life different and my life different? Because you needed a different therapy, I needed a different therapy. You see, if you start seeing life as a therapy, life is therapeutic, then your whole paradigm shift will happen. Then disease is also not a disease. Then disease is also therapy. Because when the whole life is a therapy, then how can you say that disease, which is an integral part of the life, can be a disease? It is also part of the therapy. So what was the illness? The illness was in the mind. That mind was prejudiced mind. So because of that prejudiced mind, a human being is born. So, I mean, time will come when we'll talk about all that constitution of the mind. But because of that mental prejudices, a human being is born. Then those prejudices force him or her to live a life that he or she lives. And during the lifetime, those prejudices can go on becoming more and more strong. So, you see, if you are strengthening your mind, then you cannot never go beyond the mind. I am talking in my program repeatedly that one has to go beyond the mind, one has to transcend the mind. But you see, your mind will tell you that no, Dr. Vipin Mishra is wrong. We should not transcend the mind. We should not go beyond the mind. No, he has to be wrong. Who is telling you that? Are your fingers telling you that Vipin Mishra has to be wrong? No, your mind is... Because, you see, if you listen to me, if you follow me, then the mind will die. The mind will finish. And the mind has to preserve itself. The mind has to save itself. So it will give you ideas. No, there has to be something wrong. There has to be something wrong in his
there
theory.
There has to be some my way.
Yeah, there has to be some my way. No, he's talking about himself. He is insane, so he's talking about himself. So his theory will not apply on me. No, my theory applies on the whole humanity.
That's amazing. So that was stress. We spoke about stress.
Yeah, so stress is important. Stress gives me shape. It is because of maybe hundreds of or thousands of phases of stress. You see, the reasons of stress keep on changing. During childhood, it is a plastic toy which gets broken, gives stress. And then when the child grows a little more, then I did not get batting in the beginning, that gives stress. Then I did not have a cycle when I was 10 years of age, that gave stress. Then in the school, not getting good marks gives stress. Then teenager and maybe to early 20s, not getting the right girl in life gives stress. Lots of things.
Then getting the girl becomes stress.
Then the girl becomes... yeah. And then not getting the right salary or the right job or the right amount of wealth. So the reason for stress can keep on changing. But yes, stress remains and it should remain. It serves a very important purpose. It gives shape to the human being. But you see, one must ultimately understand what is the purpose of life. What is the purpose of life? And this is the question. And everybody has a different answer. But there is one answer which is the answer of this existence, which is the answer of this cosmic entity, which is the divine answer. The divine answer is that every human being is like a wave of the ocean. And the ocean wants to suck back every wave in itself. This is the only design of human life. The human lives must go back into the ocean of divinity from where they had initially emerged at some point of time. Now, I very often talk about pointers of that consciousness. Pointers of that consciousness means, when will you say that you are reaching that consciousness? I will talk about one pointer. There are many pointers. But yes, one pointer is when death starts looking like an illusion. When death starts looking like just a concept. It's a concept. I know very well that I am deathless. So when that understanding emerges, and that understanding emerges intuitively, it's not that I have read in the books. I mean, in the books, everybody has read that by reality is the soul and soul is deathless. So everybody in India has read it in the books. But when that becomes your intuitive knowledge, when you know it from inside, then you can think that, yes, you are going in the right direction. And I also tell you that many times I feel death is not at all a problem. In fact, death often is a solution. Many problems are solved.
Don't tell me many people will suicide then.
No, not suicide. Suicide is doing something. Suicide is
Natural death are we talking about?
natural death which appears to the society that this man has died. The man who dies has got no feeling of death. No feeling.
True. Exactly.
Yeah. So something very interesting happened. I went to Kanpur in 2022 or 2023. Yeah, 2023, after COVID, all that had finished. So because I have a bank account in Kanpur Medical College, and that bank account was opened in 1985 when I joined Kanpur Medical College, then it remained my salary account for all those years when I was in Kanpur. After that, it became my pension account. And so everything, and PPF, lots of things happened through that account. So sometimes I have to visit the bank to operate the account. And one doctor was sitting beside me. And I greeted him. I said hello. But he did not recognize me.
How you knew he's a doctor?
Because he was my colleague when I was in Kanpur.
Okay.
Yeah, and I had gone to the same medical college where I worked 23 years. He was my colleague. So I said hello. So he also said hello, but with a gesture that he has not recognized me. So I thought I should not disturb him much. But then I was talking to the manager, and then after maybe a minute or two, he said, "Are you Dr. Ratan Mishra?" I said, "Yes, 100%. And I had wished you and you did not notice that."
True.
He said, no, actually, you have changed a lot. You have changed a lot. And I said, that was expected. Because every human being is changing every moment. He said, but your voice is the same. So I recognize you from your voice. So I have changed a lot. This I realized. But internally, I don't think I have changed. There is an internal knowledge of myself to me. You know me externally, but I also know myself not from your description or the description of the rest of the society, but also by my own original self feel. So at no point of time in the last 67 years, I had a feeling that I'm a different person. But he thought that I'm a different person. You see, similarly, in death, internally, I don't die. It's only the external covering which people are watching. So death, the fear of death, is basically a social phenomena because nobody has experienced his own death and they have only seen others dying. And when others die, they have also seen lots of family members and friends start crying. Then it is assumed that death is a very painful thing. A very painful thing and avoidable thing which should never happen. And then an animosity develops with death. Nobody has got an idea what that person might have felt who actually died.
True.
So I personally feel that death is just like solution for some people, another opportunity for many people, but for me it is a hugely better opportunity. Because the Almighty plays only by one rule. He plays his game by just one rule, and that is constant evolution, constant progress. Because you see, the Almighty's purpose is just one, to pull the wave back into the ocean. And as your consciousness gets elevated, you become wiser, you become more intelligent, you become more capable, and definitely you will become more impactful then. And probably then you will be able to do with much more ease what you wanted to do. So I see my next life for you. For me, it's a continuation. It's just a continuation. And you see, I have started even practicing for my next life. So
Practicing for next life.
Yeah, because this is my next life. So I mean, in a circle, you are moving in a circle, and you can. I tell you something very interesting. What's your age?
Oh my goodness, no. That was
Okay.
the show.
No. So whatever. So if you are, say, 35 years of age, okay,
Okay.
I'm 67. So you will say, I'm 32 years older than you. I'm 32 years older than you. This is what you would say. But this is wrong. This is a weak arithmetic. This is totally wrong. I tell you, what is the correct arithmetic? Correct maths is that after 12 years, I will die. I'm 67, 68. I will complete 68. Around 80, I will finish and I will die. And then I will be reborn. So after 12 years, you will be 47. When you will be 47, I'll be 0. Then I'll be starting my life. So you are 47 years older than me. This is the correct
It's a
maths.
cycle. True.
So who is older? Who is younger?
No one.
Actually, we are all moving in circles. We are all moving behind each other. I mean, there is nobody who is older. There's nobody who is younger. We are all moving in circles. So there is a horizontal movement, but the Almighty wants that we should also be prepared for a vertical movement. Horizontal movement is mandatory. I mean, that is the law of the nature. You can't be out of the law of the nature. But yes,
The vertical elevation.
vertical elevation is your choice. So lots of people will say that, no, I will not listen to Dr. Vipin Mishra. He is talking rubbish and I will not elevate my consciousness. Okay.
Up to
Some
you.
other time maybe. Because you see, that feel will come in everybody. That traction
Sooner or
is so
later.
huge. You see, every water body, not just waves on top of the ocean, every water body in any part of the world has a deep longing of merging with the ocean. And you see, when the river Ganga starts from Gangotri in the Himalayas without any GPS, and it ultimately merges with the ocean, do you think it is because of the wisdom of the river Ganga, that all rivers for that matter? No, it is because of the huge traction of the ocean. The ocean causes such a huge traction that there's no other possibility. But we resist that traction because we have got our own petty ideas. We have got our petty ideas about how much wealth I have to generate, how much health I have to. Generating health is a petty idea, and many people create their own diseases trying to create health.
Very true. Very true. Lord Rama, you mentioned last time that he is known for his promise, right? But then you also said that we should not follow promises. It's quite contradicting statement. Like we should follow promises or not, right? How does it work? What to do exactly?
I said that Lord Rama's principle was that the life may be lost, but the promise must be fulfilled. This was his principle. He said that. But I'm not Lord Rama. I'm Vipin Mishra. I'm a very simple, ordinary, average human being. I'm talking about human consciousness. So if you talk in terms of human consciousness, then Lord Rama is like Mount Everest. I mean, it is possible that he is one of the highest pinnacle of human consciousness which could be known to humanity. He had that consciousness. What I have understood about Lord Rama is that in his entire life, he did not do a single thing because he felt like doing it or he wanted to do it. No. He did everything which was the demand of the situation and demand of the time. He had no requirements of his own. So, why are you comparing Mount Everest with a very small mound of soil on the ground? There is no comparison. No comparison.
But ain't there, for example, of leading a life? No.
The way you feel like. The way you feel like. You are the decider. You see, so, and this is great cruelty. This is great cruelty. You are expecting from a very ordinary person the behavior of Lord Ram. It is just like saying that a 2-year-old boy, you ask him to lift 150 kilograms of weight, which the world champion of weightlifting can lift. It is like killing that small baby because you are putting on him a burden which he can never fulfill. And that is how society kills human beings. I don't know whether we discuss it at some point of time or not, that diseases are embedded in the way the society interacts with individuals. Diseases are embedded in that interaction. And one of the ways those diseases are created is by creating expectations. Expectations. So if you are expecting from me that I should behave like Lord Ram, it is huge cruelty. That means you are not allowing me to live like myself. You are not allowing, so you are like a representation of the society. My family members will also not allow me to live my own life because they have got their own ideas.
True.
And it is huge, unspeakable cruelty that you do not allow a person to lead a life of his or her own choice. So this is how
I feel most of the reason of diseases is this suppression.
the only reason.
Suppression.
Not most of.
Everyone wants people to work and act according to them.
According to their ideas.
Fixed thoughts, fixed concepts.
Yes. And if you don't do that, you are a sinner. And you should be punished.
Like, I think we are one of those right now. We are doing our way. We are doing our way.
But yes, actually, to tell you something deeper about this podcast, I'm not doing this podcast for the society. I'm doing it for myself. Because I feel a certain relief and a certain happiness and a certain joy when I do this. And I tell you something. You watch my first podcast, which we did in April 2025. And if we continue this for 10 years, then you see my last podcast in April 2035. 10 years. 10 years down the line. And you watch them side by side, one after the other. And then you will see that this man has totally changed. This is not the same man whom I met on the studio in April 2025. So, there's something known as Karma Yoga. Karma Yoga, yoga is so profound and yoga is so great. There are many branches of yoga. Karma Yoga is finding liberation through certain activity. There is a certain activity, while performing that, you suddenly feel out of time and out of space. You see, why did Lord Krishna advise Arjuna to go into the war? Arjuna was leaving the war. And Lord Krishna said, no, you must fight the war. And it is said that 10 million people were killed in that war. And Lord Krishna is often
held as
responsible for that 10 million people being killed. And I also remember having read long back that in one of the countries, in the erstwhile USSR, in one of the countries, Bhagavad Gita was banned because they said that it encourages violence. Yeah. So there are warriors. There are warriors, and in the ancient Indian system, when there were four castes, the four castes were not according to any hierarchy. I mean, the hierarchy thing is all foolish. The four castes were according to their innate natures. So if one follows his innate nature, so that is also called dharma, swadharma. So you see, the word dharma has got many meanings. The most superficial meaning is religion, like Hindu dharma and Muslim dharma. The hidden meaning, the deeper meaning, which everybody knows in India, is dharma means the duty, the prescribed duty. The mother's duty is matru-dharma, the father's duty is pitru-dharma, the husband's duty is pati-dharma, wife's duty is patni-dharma, putra-dharma, the son's duty. So if you follow your dharma, then problems will not happen in your life. So if you are working as an employee in a company, then you have to follow that employee dharma. Then you cannot hold your personal interests above the interests of the company. No, then that is a sin. So what I'm describing is that there is still a deeper meaning of dharma. Dharma means the innate character, the innate defining character of some entity, maybe a human being also. So the dharma of a river is to flow. The water body which is not flowing cannot be a river. Do you get the point?
Yeah, true.
The flowing nature is the basic dharma of river. If a water body is not flowing, then it can be a pond, it can be a lake, it can be the ocean, but it can never be a river. Similarly, the basic dharma of fire is to cause heat or to burn. Something which is not causing heat cannot be a fire. So similarly, every human being has also got a certain innate character. And if he is not allowed to go into that particular activity for which he has been specially created, then life will be a great struggle for him.
Can I ask a question?
Let me complete.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
So Arjuna was a 100% 24 karat Kshatri. And he would get his point of final liberation. In Indian culture, it is called moksha. Moksha means you start realizing suddenly during a certain situation that you are no longer the body, you are no longer the mind, you are just pure emptiness. And that emptiness which is pervading everywhere, it is like pervading in the whole universe. Arjuna could have achieved that consciousness only through fighting in the war. A pure Kshatri, 100% pure warrior will not miss an opportunity. Life may be lost, but he would not run away from the fight. And Krishna knew this. Krishna was the highest level guru. Highest level guru, which could be available to any human being, was available to Arjun. And he saw that Arjun is confused. He is not understanding what is his line, in which direction he should move. So he guided him to fight the war basically for his own liberation, number one, and for the establishment of the rule of dharma. That those people should not ultimately be seen as the winners who conspire. The conspirators should not become triumphant. So he guided Arjuna to... You see, wars have always been happening in the human history. And it is estimated that in the last 3,000 years, there have been 15,000 wars. So at no point of time, the world was totally free from wars. So war is an integral part of humanity. If I fight the war, it is good. If I don't fight, somebody else will fight the war.
True.
But Krishna says only the warrior should fight the war. And because Arjuna was the finest warrior, so he encouraged him to not run away from the war, but fight the war. So I'm doing this because I'm finding my own relaxation, my own joy, my own freedom through
You're
this
a warrior.
podcast.
You're a warrior.
Sorry?
You're a warrior, I'm saying.
No, not a warrior. I'm more
Simple
on the
human
lines
being.
of Buddha or Mahavir, if in place of Arjuna, it was Mahavir, Lord Krishna could never make him fight the war. He cannot even kill an ant. Mahavir cannot kill even an ant. This is his innate nature. You see, if you do
But
not...
even he was troubled a lot, no? In spite of having this nature, troubled so much.
The trouble is your upliftment. Trouble is for your recreation. Trouble is for your own evolution. Why do you see trouble as a trouble? Just now we talked that stress is important. Trouble is the other name of stress. It is important. And if I don't have stress, if I don't have trouble, then I will remain immature. I will remain childish. It is only the troublemakers in my life who have given me some strength and some evolution. And I told you, there are two types of relatives. One are those relations which give you moral support, and the others are those who give you trouble. And there is one relationship which gives both.
Both. I know that.
I told you that the human entity means only one thing, and that is human mind. So the seeds of diseases are all hidden in the human mind. And I remember the work of Sigmund Freud, who had said that human beings are not free because they live life through mental complexes. So I totally agree with Sigmund Freud, because I have also seen people having their own mental complexes, and through which they lead their lives. So these mental complexes are the real seeds of life. We will talk about that in detail.
This, yes.
And we will also talk about the structure of the mind. Before going into the seeds of diseases and before going into these mental complexes, we will talk about the composition of the mind. What mind is composed of.
Perfect. That was an amazing podcast. Thank you so much again, Dr. Vipin. Amazing to have you.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot.
Thank you.